Well, it is hard to get going on Mondays or any days, especially if you don't sleep well. Today on 9 News Mornings, we're talking about bedtime and why sleep loss can impact both mental and physical health. Joining our conversation, our 9 News wellness expert, psychotherapist Heather Hans joins us on Zoom this morning. Heather, good morning.
Good morning, Gary. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. So why is it so hard for some people to get enough sleep?
It really is hard, and it's been linked to poor self-control, not being able to go to bed early enough. Self-control is already at its lowest at the end of the day, but sleep is one of the things that actually gives us more self-control. And there's also something called reverse bedtime procrastination, which means that you choose to sacrifice sleep for leisure time because you don't have enough free time built into your day. So it's really important to build that in. Otherwise, you end up delaying going to bed, or you stay up in bed with a distraction like phone. And one study found that students and women are most susceptible to it, and it can also really impact your other health habits negatively.
And what changes can people make if they're not getting enough sleep? I assume they can correct some of that stuff.
Yes, I feel like I should ask you this. I'm amazed at your discipline, you and the morning crew here. But one of the things is to go to bed earlier and wake up earlier. Researchers at CU Boulder, MIT, and Harvard found that going to bed earlier and waking up an hour earlier can reduce depression by up to 23%. And everyone has what's called a chronotype, which is your sleep time preference. And people who are more of night owl chronotypes do have a harder time. They have been shown to have less self-control, but they can still make that change. And another thing to do is dim or turn off the lights at least 30 minutes before you want to be asleep, because researchers found that it's not only the blue lights from our screens, but also our household lights that interfere with melatonin onset and duration, which is that hormone that makes us tired. And so dimming the lights is just a simple way to stay consistent. And it's also recommended for that night owl chronotype. And then one other thing is to just be consistent and make incremental changes, because any habit forms gradually over, through consistent change. And so if you want to move your bedtime back, you want to do it in like 15-minute increments every few days until you reach your goal, and then maintain that time. Be consistent maintaining it, because otherwise, if your bedtime is erratic, it can throw you back into that reverse bedtime procrastination.
Okay, I'm not sure I want to hear the answer to this one, but how much sleep should people get?
Yeah, the minimum recommendation for adults is 7 hours, and humans are the only mammals who willingly delay their sleep, especially since the onset of electric lights, TV, and smartphones. But it really is the key to health and happiness to be disciplined about your bedtime.
Okay, well, I get 7 hours occasionally. Heather Hans, thank you very much. We do appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Okay.